dark side of the Force.
The Empire Strikes Back slapped Star Wars fans in the face with arguably the biggest cliffhanger in cinematic history. Would Han Solo be saved, and was Darth Vader really Luke's father, and would Luke end up joining him on the dark side? It's hard for modern moviegoers to fully understand what the anticipation for Return of the Jedi would have been like. Even the hype for a movie like Endgame pales in comparison to the period between 1980 and 1983.
We're just fanatics out here waiting on Return of the Jedi. 3 years in the making. We were waiting for
This was the conclusion to the story that shaped a generation. There are even tales of fans sleeping outside of theaters for days just to be able to witness the movie on opening night. I would have been camped out there too if I had been alive at the time, but I'd love to hear some of your own personal experiences.
This couple got married last night outside the movie theater.
It's a way to waste some of the time while we're waiting for Jedi.
The minister read the vows dressed as the wise old Yoda.
Anyway, in today's video, we're going to be analyzing a deleted scene from Return of the Jedi. By itself, the scene is actually pretty cool, but in the context of the overall film, it actually takes away from quite a few aspects of the finale. In the theatrical release, the film opens with R2 and C-3PO walking towards Jabba's palace after Darth Vader warns that the Emperor will be arriving on the Death Star soon. However, in an extended version of this opening scene, Darth Vader would take a quick elevator ride up to his meditation chamber. In The Empire Strikes Back, it's established that Vader can communicate telepathically.
Luke.
Father.
In this deleted scene from Return of the Jedi, Darth Vader would continue speaking to Luke through the Force, trying to turn him to the dark side.
Join me on the dark side of the Force. My son, it is the only way.
While it makes sense that Vader would keep trying to convert Luke, there's one big problem. It totally ruins Luke's flawless introduction. When the gates of Jabba's palace open and you see a hooded figure in a black robe, you start to question whether or not this is your familiar Jedi hero, Luke Skywalker. Rather than seeming like a guardian of peace and justice, Luke rushes into the palace and attacks 2 guards with a Force choke. And this is literally Darth Vader's most iconic move, so you almost start wondering, has Luke been training in the dark side with Vader? And how much has changed since the last movie? This deleted scene would have revealed too much too early, taking away a lot of the mystery from Luke's entrance. So the deleted scene goes on, and as Vader persists in calling out through the Force, you see Luke building his new lightsaber. I always thought that creating a lightsaber would be a much more complex process, but it looks like Luke is just tightening a few screws. Maybe he's just doing some finishing touches, but damn, that green blade looks and sounds so satisfying. But again, it's not the right time, and it takes away from the better reveal. The whole Jabba's palace scene is absolute chaos, because the audience doesn't know what the plan is. Honestly, I've seen this movie over 100 times, and I still really have no idea what the plan was. But it's in this moment when things seem the darkest, when everyone is captured and about to be executed, when no one else is left to come and rescue the heroes. This is the moment when it all comes together. I'm also not sure why Luke decided to build his lightsaber in this random dark cave, especially when the Falcon has tools and a workbench and is literally right outside. I would much rather believe Luke built his green lightsaber in Obi-Wan's old home using the crystal and parts from Qui-Gon Jinn's saber. Maybe we'll get to see some type of hint at this in the Kenobi series by seeing Qui-Gon's saber inside Obi-Wan's home. After all, where would Luke get all the right parts for making a lightsaber? I highly doubt that Tashi Station has kyber crystals for sale.
But I was going into Tashi Station to pick up some power converters.
Also, for the Kenobi series, I'll be giving away another one of these color-changing lightsabers, so if you want to win, be sure to fill out the form linked in the pinned comment. I'm usually always down to see more lightsabers, but I think it's clear that George made the right decision by cutting this scene. I have some other really cool rare footage, such as this extended clip where Luke is dueling Vader and actually lands a shot directly at his father's face. If you want to check out my full breakdown of that deleted scene, you can do so by tapping on this right over here. May the Force be with you.